Guys, and welcome back. It's Sunday the 1st of September, beginning of a new month. And before we start getting into all this, the game of choice in the background this time is Alien Crush on the TurboGrafx 16 and PC Engine. And if you do enjoy the content, then please consider subscribing and leave me a big thumbs up. Well, it's been a little bit of a slow news day, to be honest. And then I start reading an article regarding a woman called Daniela Smith, maybe bigger in the comic book scene, but she's recently spent $500,000 on rare video games. You think it's just us that are pushing up these prices, eh? Let's get into this one. So, Daniela Smith, I believe she's 35, and there's a picture of her there with her Action Comics, and I believe that's the very first Superman comic. Wow, that's a bit of an awesome collection. Has, I suppose, turned her eyes onto video games. And reading the article here, and again, this is Kotaku, gaming reviews, news, tips, and more. And it says here that Daniela Smith has spent $500,000 on rare video games, most of it in the last 9 months, and she's just getting started. The 35-year-old said, "I really just want the best of the best," and that the $500,000 has only bought her around 200 games. But last week she spent $2,650 on a sealed copy of Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo. Smith, who is a comic dealer from Florida, is just one of the many deep pocket collectors out there who have recently started splashing out on games. Now, game prices. They're only going to end up going one way. We all know that. They're only going to end up going up and up and up. But it does surprise me how fast these prices are starting to go up. And bear in mind, this woman spent $500,000 on only 200 games. She is obviously going for the absolute pristine sealed copies. But that does have the knock-on effect. The open game prices and the loose game prices will also slowly go up. And it is always going to be supply and demand. What always does my nut in is, the super rare games out there are rare because of a manufacturing error. The games half the time are crap. They're not actually particularly good. And that's because they only had a very slow run rate. First time round. So when they were first produced, they only made so many copies, and that's the end of it. And obviously you've got game collectors like myself that are looking for these games, but I'm looking to buy them at the most cheapest price. I haven't got a barrel full of money. I'm not just going out there and quickly dink, there you go. I've got a complete now NES collection. That's not going to work that for me. Although at times I do see games that I wish I had a purchase because they now cost 2, 3, 4 times the original price. But I've seen this happen more now. More and more people that have no real connection with video games in any way, shape or form are getting in on the act because they can also see this as a good way of making money in the future. And I get that. My collection, in some regards, is going to probably be from my kids, and it's down to them to know what to do with it. When I move on, and it'll be worth a damn sight more than what I paid for it now. I know that. But sometimes these people are only there to make a quick buck. They'll hold on to the copy for maybe 5-10 years tops. They'll sell it on again. They'll make an absolute fortune. And this seems to be the way of the world at the moment. So Daniela also goes under the name of Nerdy Girl Comics, and reading the rest of this article, I really do like that she's got a really big attention to detail. And what she's put here, because she was at a recent gaming convention, I'm just quickly scouring now, I can't see it. So anyway, she's put here, there wasn't a lot of education available for the video games. She attended, here we go, a recent classic game convention, Too Many Games, in Philadelphia earlier this year. And it was like she was speaking a different language. She was surprised at how little knowledge some dealers have. And they've been doing this for quite some time. I don't want to say this in a negative way, so please, I think I am. But they had no idea that, like, the left row on Super Mario 3 first print, the first run of boxes of Super Mario Bros. 3, put the Bros into the logo, to the Mario left side, which was changed by the second print. Now, that's a fantastic attention to detail. And there is there is big collectors out there that are looking for these games, these first print games in some regard, where mistakes have been made. Now, I seem to have it in the back of my mind that that's recently also been done on the Nintendo Switch. I think it was Darksiders, where it's not a red spine, it's a black spine. So again, limited amount of copies of that have released. They'll become highly collectible in the near future. So basically, these small imperfections, we'll call them, potentially even big video game collectors out there could be potentially sat on tens of thousands of pounds or even dollars and don't even realise it. You know, these little subtle changes that we even see that happens now, they're going to be worth a lot of money. But guys, what do you think? What do you think about the gaming industry and the way it's pricing? You know, I show many a time that you can still purchase on a budget, and so do a lot of the other YouTubers that I follow out there. They prove time and time again you can buy games for as little as 10 pence. Yes, they're not AAA rated games half the time, but they are still games that you can purchase, you know, on a budget. So what are your thoughts? What do you think? How do you feel the industry is going? Is there games you'd love to purchase but feel that you can't? And don't get me wrong, don't think that spending £45, £50 on a game is a lot of money, because the majority of the time, and I was surprised when I spotted this recently, that was potentially the original game price. We all seem to think that games cost a lot less back then, and don't get me wrong, I'm from an era where I used to buy Mastertronic games at £1.99, because that's what it was the Mastertronic £1.99 range. But certainly when the likes of the NES and the Super NES came out, game prices were £40, £50, £60 by then, and they've not really changed since. So I'm going to end that one there. I'd like to thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. Please leave me your thoughts and that in the comments below, and I'll catch you all again. Take care.